will be Simon Hargus.
Hi. I just want to say thanks for Jeff for emceeing and hosting. Thanks for the Wood County DEC for putting this together. I don't know if you guys have heard, but they haven't had this for a while, and this is just the first in many milestones and markers of this election that I think is going to really create a sea change. So I'm Simon Hargus. I'm working to run for State Senate District 3. I'm a husband, a father, a small business owner. My family owns First Settlement Physical Therapy. I've been running it for the last 4 or 5 years. We have about 130 employees. I'm also a pro-union, living wage, Medicare for All Democrat. If that answers any questions. And I'm a candidate, and you know, and any candidate that's done a good candidate training has an ask. And here's my ask tonight. My ask is not only we make this blue wave happen, but we deserve this blue wave happen. And I have 2 examples of how I think we might go about this, and there's lots of examples. Here's just 2. The first example is pretty concrete. We have to be absolutely committed to the idea that what the teachers and service personnel have accomplished so far is only the first step. It has to be concrete. Even creating a path to an actual competitive wage or finding a permanent funding source or PEIA are just beginning steps into what I think would be a fully supported education system in the state. The teachers and service personnel stood up for us, not for themselves. They woke up an entire state for this election. Being committed to them is being committed to your community. And that leads me to my second example. So the first example is being rock solid committed to is teachers and service personnel in the state. The second example, and I have a table right here. We got a second table just as a thank you for a bunch of teachers, most of which I met, some of which I didn't, on the picket line. And it's just a total pleasure and an honor to have you guys here. And I could talk about each one of you. I'm just gonna highlight one, but all of you deserve it. So I have one teacher in particular, Jamie from South Parkersburg High School, science teacher, and she's committed to probably thinking about voting for me in the general election, which is we're close. That's a really big deal because Jamie's a registered Republican, and she's not here to change her party, right? She's not interested, and we don't agree on everything. But she's here because to her, and to so many others that were out there on the picket lines or in Charleston, community came first. In this moment in time, to deserve a blue wave, the biggest contrast between us and our opponents needs to be that we're listening, needs to be that we're willing to risk hard conversations, needs to be that we're putting community over the talking points and the division that I think have put the Democrats out of the election, but also put our schools where they don't know to be, helped cause this opioid crisis. A lot of the problems we have are we've turned off the public in this state, and if we can put aside that division and deserve this blue wave, you know, I think that's the first step in healing a lot of those issues. If we can do that, I think we'll get a blue wave, and I think we'll deserve a blue wave. I'm Simon Hargus. Thanks for your time. Thank you so much.